There we go. Gather on in, family. Okay. We're on the right channel, right? We're on the right channel. Okay. How's everybody doing out there? Did you guys see Doctor Strange yet? Because I'm about to talk about it. Not today. I'm going to give everybody some time. But yeah, there's going to have to be some sort of spoiler alert coming very shortly because very, very validating stuff. I'm actually wondering if some people, when they see Doctor Strange, if they're going to wonder if I somehow knew what the movie was about, and I absolutely did not. So you got a week. You got 7 days, because we don't like to call it week. You have 7 days to see Doctor Strange, and then I'm going to go on the Patreon, and I guess, I'll try to cram everything within 15 minutes, and then if you don't want to ruin the movie, you can just fast forward 15 minutes in. It's absolutely fascinating to me. Absolutely freaking positively fascinating what my not my Patreon, my Galactic, oh my God, there's so many freaking words, my family. My Cosmic Awakening broadcast, my workshop was about, and what takes place in this movie is, you'll see. Some of you will see. Some of you that were at Cosmic Awakening, or you are a patron, that will see this movie will see. That's what I do know. Brother Corey, Angela, Veronique, Kelly, Helen. Oh my God. Look at all these people. Sophia. Some new names, some old names. Willow Pillow. Make sure you are gently caressing that like button, my family. How you been liking those shorts? A little bit of work. A little bit of work goes into them. My goal is making you all laugh. I will say that. So a little more Alexander in your day, when needed. So I hope it's appreciated. So if you do not know what I'm talking of, look elsewhere on my channel, and you will find the funny stuff I'm now creating in addition to everything else we're doing here in Sedona, Arizona. Welcome, everybody. So what I want to talk about, your Galactic update, before I drop these cards for the next present moments. What I would like to talk about is the fact that when we would transfer between timelines before, we all went to the same timeline. Now, I'm looking at this as almost like multiple people existing in multiple dimensions simultaneously, which sounds like exactly how it was before. But those of you that watch the Watchers of the Watchers, you know what I'm talking about, that when I say that something is very different this time, something seems very different, something is being perceived very differently in general. Not even that my eyes are glitching. I'm having other people that are in a similar standpoint or in a similar dimensional facet of reality. And I apologize if this doesn't make sense to you. Sometimes I wish I was talking to everybody, but I feel like I'm talking to the few. But I am talking to all of your souls. I'm seeing something that isn't taking place there. I'm seeing that, somebody that is in somebody else's reality, because maybe they're in 6th density, as me and my sisters and brothers, some of them are in 9th density. We are actually seeing glitches in the reality where this person that is in 6th density, somebody else that they're with is not there for us until somebody tells the brain that is not that person. And then I can see them. Let me explain this in a different way. Are you ever looking at an image in a painting or paused on the television or out in nature, and your brain goes, oh my God, I'm seeing this thing. And then the second your brain registers what you're actually seeing, you can't see the thing you were seeing before. You know what I'm speaking of? It might not make sense. But I know it will make sense to some. Like, we're seeing something in an imagery, and then once we realize what we're actually seeing, the old image is gone forever. I'm going to really go into detail with this today with the patrons. It is very, very clear to me that we're in different realities now. We're in different realities, and before it was different timelines, but it seemed like the same reality. And I believe that it's similar, but it's almost like I'm wondering if other people in my reality that I can call on the phone are seeing their own different Mandela effects from what I'm seeing. Massive, massive shifts, my family. So I'm excited for the patron today. I got some stories to tell. And I'm seeing what's going on out there. And I'm seeing what some people are dealing with. And the one thing that I can tell you that me and your brother Rion have been saying for years, it is more important now than ever that the body is in the equation. If the body's not in the equation, some people are attempting to do things that they're watching the people do that do have the body in the equation and know the importance of strengthening the body because it strengthens the mind and the soul, because this is a multi-dimensional reality. I'm seeing some people try to do things that they're seeing others doing and failing. And I'm not saying that if you're not working out, you're going to fail. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you are capable and you are not, you might get some signs from the universe that it's time and this needs to be taking place. Pop up the other camera. What up, Groot? He's not very funny today, is he, Groot? He's a little too serious. Which version of Alexander did we get today? Did we get the serious version? Did we get the laughter version? Or did we get that version from the other day that was just incinerating trolls? This is not Nordstrom's. The customer is not always right. Usually, the customer's wrong. Welcome to Galactic Tarot. Welcome to Galactic Tarot. Woo, baby. All right, let's do this. Ooh. I just got baby bunnies. I'm just sitting out there on the porch. This is like a baby bunny just sitting with me. In the morning, at night. I know Catherine was there for it in the morning on the phone. Freaking sleeping beauty herself. Where are you, Catherine? Are you awake? Quantum weekly reading for the collective. You never know which one you're going to get, but Corey, you could be pretty sure there isn't going to be any coconut inside. Oh, that's what kids want with their candy. Fruit. What does Spirit want us to know? What happened? What happened? What happened? Doug? Doug? Question mark? We lost the second camera. When you have two cameras, I guess I got to just show the screen today. Hello? Hello, please. 5G bars. 5G bars. Freaking Doug. Messing with my technology, Doug. What if screw it. I'm just going to show you guys the cards. All right. Are we done shuffling? Shocker. Oof. Oof. Okay. Oh, that guy again. Ooh. Oh, baby. All right. Bottom of the deck. That's our cloud cover for the week. Starts off really, really excellent. I think the whole thing's really excellent, but I think there's a conversation that we need to have here today, my family. Okay. So we've got the Ace of Wands and we get the Strength card coming up. Pardon me on losing the other camera. Not really sure what that was. All of a sudden it said device not connected, and over here it looks very connected. So, whatever. I'm going to have to show you the cards again. So for Sunday, Monday, and halfway through Tuesday, in the physical, we got this card that represents magic or a computer. And in the spiritual, we got this card that represents strength, obviously. Strength through balance, strength through the masculine and the feminine working together. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Ooh, this is coming up again. Look at that. Well, look at that. What so many of us are processing. Is this a physical death? No, it's not. Okay, even though this death is in a physical position. Okay. Oh, look at that. The camera's just magically coming back. Are we coming back? It's just black. This is a black screen. Are we? No, we're not. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do this. Yes. Right. Oh, wait, there it was. Okay. It looks so terrible. It looks very terrible. StreamYard. You can do better. Okay. I don't even know if I leave that up. Katie! I'm just taking it down. It looks like dog ass. All right. Pardon the French. It looks like dog ass. My dog has a very nice butt, Alexander. Let me try again. Let me try one more time. It just looks so bad. It's just this grainy crap that's freezing. We're just going to do this, family. We're going to do this. Okay. You saw your sneak peek of the cards. You pause that moment and you can see on graininess. Okay, so we're seeing a physical shift. The old version of the self is gone. This is what I'm telling you. So I didn't think I was going to be talking about this today, but sure, here we go. Here's what I noticed last week. Here's what I noticed. One of the things that I noticed over the days, okay, was literally like with no rhyme or reason, old versions of myself whipping through me as if almost like they were wraiths. I can't even explain it. Like it was like 14 years old, just runs through me full speed, 28. And like, it wasn't like 8 years old, 10 years old, 14, 6. No. It was like 14 years old, 36, and then back to 23. And then it was like, what is going on? If we're going to say we're going to a reality, and if we're going to say we're doing what we're doing, as we're doing what we're doing here spiritually, collectively, there are going to be thought structures, belief structures, and versions of the self and versions of other people, okay, that are going to come up, try to trigger you, and try to really test you. Where are you? And what is it that you're doing? You have to internalize, my family. If this is coming up again, and this has been the message, I even brought it up last week, how the death card kept coming up, and it's not about the death of a person. It's not about the death of the self. It's about the death of an old version that is in an old reality. So we can't bring that person here because they're loaded with density. This old version of us, if we try to act, if we try to integrate that person, it's going to pull us back downwards like a weight. Okay, we need to release the old. And as you release the old, more and more and more comes up. That's what actually came up. I was like, oh, I'm releasing. And Spirit literally just shows me a box with a bow on it. And I'm like, what am I looking at? And they're like, this is Pandora's box. And I was just like, well, what? I hear good things and mostly bad things about this. And then they're like, break down the word. And it literally says Pan, do, Ra. There's that Ra again. Remember everybody that was at the Cosmic Awakening, makeup. What is this word for makeup? Mask of Ra, mascara, when makeup was invented in Egypt, in ancient Egypt. So these are the things in the spells that we have to pay attention to. I'm still not fully recovered, my family. I don't know if you can hear this in my voice, because once again, the old version of me is no longer here. So as I sit here and traverse through all these dimensional standpoints of Alexander, I thank you for being here with me on this journey, because parts of this journey can feel very lonely to my fellow starseeds out there. So what is the message here? Okay, there is magical strength beginning of the week, middle of the week, when we release the old and know that people are going to be attempting to test us. We have to work on not being triggered. In the spiritual category, it's the only card in the tarot that shows a choice. You have a choice. You can treat people right, or you can do the latter. Okay. So when we see the reflection of our reality, the question that we need to be asking ourselves is, why is the reality showing me this today? What did I do and or say, or how did I act yesterday and the day before that I'm seeing plain and simply trashiness in my reality today, or whatever it is? If you're seeing something low vibratory, you need to ask you why you're seeing that, because that's what these cards are saying, is what we're putting out through our balance in the physical, masculine and feminine. Okay, we had this in the spiritual beginning of the week, end of the week, we're seeing this. You're going to see what you're responsible for seeing, my family. And this is more evident than ever. It used to be like we would do this thing where there was this meter, and the meter would go up and down depending on our situations and our decisions. And this would dictate which timeline you got to when it got to that time point where the road forked. Okay? Where we are now, that I'm seeing we are now, we're literally able to fluctuate through dimensional standpoints. So just because you hear 9 and you hear me say 9 doesn't mean we're stuck in 9. It doesn't even mean that everybody that you see is in the same dimensional standpoint as you in this present moment. I know that some of this might seem very confusing. We're figuring this out as we go, my family. I know that humanity is in a new place that we've never been in before. Did the cars just come back up? Glitchy stuff going on. Doug, can you get a real job? Like, Doug, eventually they're not going to need you in that underground bunker. What are you going to do? Because we're going to check your resume. It's okay. We got a good job for you. You're going to be the guy that puts the sawdust on the, you know what. So anyways, this is a very, very positive reading. Look at that. It all fits on all of a sudden it works. All of a sudden it works. There's that card again. Message from other dimensional versions. This card that represents a warrior. Warrior, worrying. What are we worrying about? Oh, I'm a light warrior, Alexander. I'm a light worker. Working, worrying, all this stuff about battle and fighting. That's what Spirit told me. The only reason I'm even in ninth density, and most people are hearing, oh my God, 9D, that sounds so epic. Like, I thought we were going to 5, Alexander. 9 is like so much higher. What Spirit told me when I was like, wow, I'm in 9, and I got all excited. They're like, yeah, that's really cool, bro. You could be in 11, 13. You could be even higher dimensionally standpoint ready if you weren't focusing on the war, if you weren't focusing on the fight, if you weren't focusing on the bad guy. It's very easy to focus on the bad guy here in Sedona today. I've never seen so many chemtrails in my life. What we focus on and where we're actually thinking and where we're actually allowing ourselves to exist is what Spirit is letting us know. What you put out through your balance is what you're going to see. So family, I almost called you all Spirit. Family, you need to pay attention to the end of the week next week. And if you're seeing something weird, you need to start taking accountability for your own actions, belief structures, and manifestations. Welcome to Galactic Tarot. As I was saying, sometimes it's not just it's not just like, oh, you got it. Yeah, you do got it. Stubborn optimism. All the things I've been saying for years, very much so, yes. But if you are in fear, if you are allowing yourself to sit in a lower vibrational way of thinking, if you're getting like, trust me, it was very easy yesterday morning or this morning to wake up and be like, I made a beat. I wrote lyrics that took days to write. I put this video together. Like, I do all these things for basically myself. That's what I was really sitting with is like, as I do this, this TikTok thing, whatever the heck you call it, these shorts, that I'm like, oh my God, the planet's going to love this. It's like, once again, like I get all these beat machines. I get all these crystals. I get all these things. And every time I think I'm doing something for the collective, it seems to be that I'm doing it for myself. So, and I know a lot of you appreciate this stuff, and I'm not saying I'm going to stop. I'm just saying whatever's going on behind the scenes, or whatever Doug's doing, or the powers that were, whatever's taking place, I can't focus on the negative of it, because it's very easy to focus on the negative of it. It's very easy to say, oh, I'm shadow banned, or I'm this, or I'm that, or like, where are all my subscribers? Like, these other people, like, what are they even talking about? Like, what are these other tarot readers even saying? Like, and it's like, I get it. Like, maybe the message that I'm saying, there's a certain level of thought process that's necessary to be able to understand, to even be able to get it. And that's why I'm telling you guys, it's fine if you don't get what I'm talking about today. It's a little more loaded. All right. It's a little bit more loaded, but we have to stay positive through whatever it is. It's like, if you're finding, like myself this morning, if you're finding that you're having the ability to complain, where's the solution? We're in a time and place now, in time and space, where we can't just complain. If you're going to complain, then be ready to find the solution, or you need to find the solution, or we're not looking at things with balance. We're not looking through the spiritual window. And how do I get further if I don't find the limiting belief structures and thought processes from this present moment that are just programs from the past? Some of these thought processes and things that I'm saying and feeling and believing aren't even my own. Some of them are other people's, teachers, guidance counselors, parents, aunts, uncles, whoever. There's limiting thought structures and belief structures that are there that I'm looking at like they're my own, and they're distorted masculine, distorted feminine, distorted inner child, distorted society, distorted all of these things. It's very easy for me to like see what my friends want me to watch. And I'm just like, y'all are all distracted by this stupid, like, and I know I brought it up last week, but it's like, who cares about Johnny Depp and like this broken relationship? Just so much of humanity is distracted, and I can't be distracted by y'all's distraction. And I don't mean y'all watching on Galactic Tarot. I mean the rest of civilization. I mean, by y'all, I mean my other friends and people that were my friends before I got to the point that I'm at now. So what do we see here? We see the High Priestess. We see the High Priestess, bottom of the deck, the cloud cover. We have to be moving forward with balance. We have to be able to see through the veil. For me to be able to see through the veil, I had to work out, guys. This is what I'm getting at. I'm seeing more than ever now, and I'm going to give some examples in a few minutes on the Patreon. I'm seeing now more than ever, and I know like people used to get annoyed, be like, oh, big surprise, Alexander and Rion are talking about working out again. It's mind, body, spirit. I'm not putting up an Illuminati symbol here. Mind, body, spirit at the top, okay? This is how we enclose space and matter to put the fire in the middle. Pyramid, pyro-mid, fire in the middle, pyro in the middle. To be able to fill enclosed space with fire, we can't be leaving out an aspect of the self. We have these different bodies. We have all these different astral bodies, etheric bodies, causal bodies. But the three that we need to focus on the most to be grounded here and to have a positive effect here and to get our job done that you came here to get done here, okay? You need to be able to have an outlet of getting the energy off of you, removing the negativity through the steam room, through swimming, through running, through biking, through pushing weights. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but we need to be doing something for our physical bodies. And I know I've been saying this for years, and I know sometimes it annoys a good percentage of the people watching. But like I said, I'll be giving examples of it shortly on Patreon, that I'm just not going to blast this message out to the entire collective because some of it's quasi-personal for other people. But I look at some of this as almost like these shadow energies, whether or not they're me, because the one is in the all. These shadow entities, shadow energies, Doug, whatever, when we say they, seem to be affecting others in my field because they can't get to me. Because I've done too much work, because I'm too damn powerful. I wish all of you out there were too damn powerful, because all of this would just wilt and fall away and it would all just dissolve. And I'm not saying that you're not too powerful. I'm just asking you, is there something more that you could be doing? Is there more work that you could do? Is there a more difficult workout that you could do? I'm not saying people should be working out. Once again, I just want to reiterate this before I go and move on to the Patreon and all that. Just making sure that you're really being honest with yourself and you're doing what you're capable of doing in this present moment, because it might be more important than you realize. All right, so we're just going to leave these cards right here because we're going to do the extended version of the reading on Patreon. Thank you guys all so very freaking much. Let's pull Groot back into the shot. Look at that little creeper. Look at his creepy little eye. Little Groot. Little Groot. Okay. Maybe it was a little heavy today. Maybe it's going to get even heavier on Patreon. Maybe not. We have to pay attention, my family. That's all. What's the point of looking inward if you're not even able to see what's happening right in front of you and take accountability for it? I'm being asked to be taking accountability. That's the only reason I'm saying this. Maybe my path is different than yours. I'm just telling you that I'm being asked to pay closer attention. So maybe you are as well. That is all. I love you all so freaking much. What day is it? Looks like we're going to have a double whammy next weekend, next strong beginning, whatever you want to call it. We'll have the romance readings. We'll have the next week's weekly reading. Who knows? Maybe you'll see me sooner. If we get 2260 subscribers, I'll go live on Wednesday. So maybe share out the channel. There will be free readings, whether it's in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 months. When the subscriber count says 2260, I will go live for more free readings. I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Patrons, I'll see you in just a couple minutes. See you all very soon.